Hi, I'm Luann Midgley from Tell Your Story videos, and this is Shop Talk. Today I'm going to be speaking with Caroline Mundell. She is an owner of two gyms. She's a personal trainer and coach, and she's a weightlifting champion. I cannot wait to speak to you, Caroline. Welcome to Shop Talk. I was looking on your blog, a blog post that you posted last year, probably around when the pandemic was going a bit crazy, and and you mentioned that gym owners they don't go into this business for the money, and I thought that was an interesting line. And I thought, I would love to know your why you started a gym, and that must come back to your youth from a love for fitness. And can you tell us a little about your story?
Well, yes, I absolutely can. So I've been active all my life. I've definitely been that fitness person. I competed in figure skating up until I was about 14. I actually started coaching figure skating at 15, and I've always worked as a coach in some way, shape, or form. I ended up having my kids really young, and I was married young kids. Was married for 10 years, and then I was divorced. So at that point, I had some decisions to make, and I was in school, I was doing a behavioral neuroscience degree, believe it or not. And I thought to myself, I need to be able to do something that I'm passionate about, something that I can, have flexible schedule and timing and be able to make a living to support my family. So I ended up going into personal training and coaching. It'd been something that people always come to me all their lives, like, oh, can you help me with this? Can you do that? I was like the cheerleader who got all the moms from school out to do the walks and the hikes and the things. And so I actually started a gym to set a really good example for my children. That's something you can take hold of your own life and be a leader and support yourself and make something really wonderful out of something that may seem very sad at the time. And then because of my general, passion for fitness. So I love working with people. I love teaching them how to take care of their health. I'm a very big advocate of, if you can take care of your health first and bring the best, most capable present person to the rest of your life, then everyone around you will benefit. And that kind of led to me starting as a trainer, which then led to me working with other partners and building my gyms. And, the bigger the gyms have gotten, the more people we've been able to help. And I've been very lucky to partner with some amazing people to help grow my businesses.
So your first gym is it's in where? It's downtown.
Yeah.
It's in Yaletown, is it?
Yeah, so it's just outside of Yaletown, right by Library Square. So Robson and Homer.
Okay. And then your second gym is out in Port Coquitlam.
Correct. Yes, we are in, I guess, the new Fremont Village area. So we're in one of the more industrial spaces right by Fremont Storage. There's a huge sign. That's what I tell everyone who's coming here, because it's easy to find.
So I was looking at your websites, and you are a coach for weightlifting. And tell me a bit about your weightlifting career and your journey there, and then your experiences, because you have quite a number of accolades. And I just think it just blows my mind. If you wouldn't mind letting us know a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I compete as an Olympic weightlifter, and I actually kind of stumbled into it. I had started CrossFit as my own, like for my own training, as a bit of a research project, and I found I really, really enjoyed the Olympic lifting. So I got started with that, I guess, about 5 years ago. Um, and yeah, I've had some pretty big successes over the years. I'm the 5-time provincial gold medalist for my age group, and the last time there was a Canadian Nationals, I was the gold medalist for that. I think it's 2019. That's how long COVID has been going on. And sort of my most proud one yet to date, we went over to the Worlds in Barcelona. And it was probably the most amazing trip I've ever been on. I've never been to Europe. We were there for a week in Barcelona and I competed and I ended up coming third at the Worlds, which was kind of a surreal experience at the time.
I bet.
Yeah. So I've been doing that. I absolutely love what the sport of Olympic lifting represents. You are appreciated for your strength and your ability, not your body shape or how thin you are or how, like the things that really, I think as females, we've constantly sort of had to fight against in terms of why we should be proud of our bodies, what that means. So I love how Olympic lifting represents, being strong and capable. And we've even been right at our gym, we have a big youth program for Olympic lifting. And, probably because everything stems from the top, our youth program is mainly filled with young girls. And it's pretty cool.
That's excellent. Oh, wow. And so you coach them through how to do it and how to do it obviously safely. And what is some of the feedback around your members that are enjoying this part of your program?
We've had excellent feedback from members. So I started the youth program for the kids, and now I also have Coach Ellen, who she's phenomenal. Ellen Liu. She runs the whole youth program now. She's in, I guess she's working on her counseling degree. So she's also very good with the kids, like very in tune with them. And we've managed to create quite a nice supportive environment. So the parents' feedback is always like, thank you for making this such a welcoming, safe space. And we're just so thrilled at how our kids are excelling in their confidence and their self-esteem. Olympic lifting specifically has a lot of really good benefits to transitioning over in sports for explosive power. So we've got a few like gymnasts and other kids in other sports who are seeing huge improvements in their sport due to working in our Olympic lifting program. So it's been really good, really, really good.
Oh, excellent. And tell me about the pandemic itself and how it's affected your gyms. I mean, in particular, it's been kind of hard hit, I think, for you guys, and people are a little leery to go to their gyms, and you have a bit of support. I think that you're a part of a private, maybe a group of gym owners around the world that you're sharing each other's stories about how you're coping and adapting. What are the stories coming out of there, and how are you doing to adapt?
So when the pandemic first hit, it was very confusing for gyms. The direction of what we were supposed to be doing, how we were supposed to be doing it, was all over the place. And so the group that I'm a part of was mainly like North America, so states included. So there was a lot of stuff going on in the States, which was really detrimental. Here in BC, we've been very lucky with how we've been able to kind of maintain our ability to move forward and not be in complete shutdown. Right back east, a lot of gyms have gone under. Like anywhere where there's been like full out closures for long periods of time has been really hard. I think for BC and for gyms here, the biggest struggle we've had is the messaging has been very inconsistent, and someone who goes to a big box gym that maybe has like 20,000 members versus someone who comes to a gym like mine, which has, maybe 100 members at most. And they all kind of know each other. And we have it's very easy to manage. There hasn't been any differentiation there. And so there is a lot of fear. So our current members have stayed with us and love it. We're now starting to see people come back with the vaccines rolling out a bit more, that's been really great. My downtown gym was hit quite hard for a period of time, and there's still some issues there, mainly because people aren't going into work. So the downtown core, not just gyms, but all businesses that had a business demographic of clientele, I think they're struggling a lot. If you go downtown right now, there's a lot of places up for lease, and it feels very ghost towny.
Yeah, a huge ripple effect there for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just basically telling your members to stick through it. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's coming, and we're all supposed to be vaccinated. Fingers crossed by summertime, and kind of an interesting time now for businesses to look forward to some hopefulness, around that. So what do you think are some of maybe the hurdles and opportunities around gyms and how they function going forward? And that I think a lot of people may have changed their behavior, even have maybe built up some home gyms or gone online and trying out different things, or maybe just on the other spectrum have gotten really unhealthy. What do you think is going to happen coming up, in particular for you and your gyms?
Well, we at the beginning of this lockdown, or at the beginning of COVID, when we first got shut down for a period of time, we didn't know how long this was going to be, and I was very adamant, and I think said it outright to my team. I said, I don't know what this is going to entail. I don't know how we are going to move through it, but what I am going to assure you is that we will come out of this stronger and better, and we will make the very best of every opportunity to learn and grow. So it's been a lot of work and a lot of pivoting. That's actually our kind of in-house word. We laugh. We're like, oh, another news update, pivot. And, we make our changes. But yes, like all the community has had to adapt and figure out different things, we have taken the stance of, okay, well, fitness has now shifted, and we're going to be able to support people in different ways. We've seen members really embrace the fact that coaching is important, not just walking into a gym, because we have coached via Zoom. We have rented out equipment. We have changed and put in custom programming and let people come in and do things on their own. We have done every single thing we can do to possibly navigate this 18 months so far of COVID, to ensure that our members get coaching and support and are able to still navigate the ever-changing landscape of their own health through this pandemic. So we are taking all of the things that we have learned, and then all of the stuff that we've now created. We have more online programming, more online options available, and we're now moving forward with all of that. So I hope to see lots of people come back. I know there's a whole group of people who are like, I need to get back to the gym. And then there's a whole nother group of people who are like, wow, I didn't realize that I had made the gym attendance piece more important than the actual coaching and health behaviors piece. And I've now had a year and a half to focus on the coaching health behaviors, and I don't need to do a 30-minute drive to the gym anymore. So I like training at home, right? I have a client who's been training virtually in her house. I pull her up on my phone and I coach her through just as if she was in the gym. It's just as valuable. And if anything, COVID has given us the opportunity to have people embrace that and see that as valuable and not see that as less than.
Yeah, I just wonder about this whole hybrid model, of everything, of working and how people are kind of deciding or seeing that it's possible to work from home now, obviously, and then the potentially the gym hybrid model. Is that something that you're looking to do going forward?
Well, so we have our brick and mortar facility people will come into, but now there's a bit more flexibility with what people can do, right? They can have access to us wherever they want, whenever, like whatever works for them. So even someone who's, I've had people who, when they go on vacation, they just don't work out, right? Now they go on vacation and they're like, okay, well, could we still do our session? And we'll do it via Zoom and I'll be in the hotel gym. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Can we do it when I'm on vacation? No. I'm not going to be on vacation.
That's
But
right.
when you are, yes.
Well, that's wonderful. So that's very a positive change, actually, and that they can incorporate a more of a healthy lifestyle, more I don't know, a more fulsome, holistic lifestyle, maybe more than they had before, and maybe opened their eyes to something a little bit different. And then you're there as their partner and helping them do that. So it's like it's still there to coach and to help but being more flexible, as you say, it's kind of the name of the game going forward, maybe.
Yeah, which I do. I think it's really leaped things forward quite a bit, and definitely, I think there's an opportunity for people to be healthier overall. Like, obviously not by sitting in their room looking at Zoom all the time, but by cutting out the things that once were considered necessary to make more time for and space for themselves, right? Someone who has to commute an hour and a half to work every day has 3 hours, they have an hour and a half less of time for other things in their lives. So yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's just, talking to you, it just shows the resilience of small business owners, and especially gyms, especially your gyms. And I mean, kudos to you for figuring it out and being fearless and adopting change and seeing it as maybe this is okay and there's a silver lining. That's the other common word you're hearing a lot too. And so, yeah, all the best to you, Caroline, and your gyms. I hope you get many more members even in the hybrid model way, perhaps. And I really appreciate you taking out a few minutes of your busy day with me. Thank you so much for coming on to Shop Talk.
Well, yes, and thank you very much for having me. This has been great.